What's up, everybody? It's your boy Eric from Eazy Computer Solutions. And look, I usually don't do live streams on Tuesdays, but I was compelled to have some fun tonight. I brought a mystery guest on. Some of y'all guys might know him. Some of y'all guys may not know him, but I promise you, after tonight, you will. I got my man, Two Phones in the building. ITechUOutGuy. What's up, man?
What's up, Eazy E? What's going on, man? You know, everybody, it's your boy, Two Phones, aka ITechUOutGuy, the cord cutting guru, the free phone plan king, the budget king in the building. That's what we're gonna talk about, man.
Talk about, man, look, to me, I always try to reach out to the smaller channels, but shit, your channel ain't small. You sitting on 14,000 subs, and that's a good thing, man. You growing just like we all growing, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. I mean, look, the state of smartphones, man, is where we at right now. I want to say it was something extreme ham. Hey, look, I was just chit chat with this guy in my comments a little while ago.
Okay.
But look, man, look, the state of smartphones, man. I think in 2018, we saw something happen. You know, some good stuff happened.
Yeah.
But we saw something happen in 2018. We saw the year of the notch.
Right.
We saw a year of the notch. We saw specs, wars. We saw OnePlus going to T-Mobile.
Yeah, I love
we
that.
saw four. Right, we saw 4 cameras.
Right.
We saw the LG V40 coming out with 5 cameras.
Yeah.
Then we got the Google Pixel.
Oh, don't get me started, man. I know I'm getting some thumbs down, but don't get me started. Always. But yeah, the Pixels as usual. But no, don't get me wrong, the iPhones too. The iPhones got Yep.
And you know what? Hey, let's call it how we see it.
Yeah.
Apple changed the game a little bit with the iPhone Max, right?
Yeah.
Big phone, you know, and now we got iPads. Now listen, iPads, that's a totally different story. I mean, we talk about $1,700 iPads. That's outrageous.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I mean, let's get into it, man. Let's have us a great debate. Let's talk about notches, man. What you think about notches in 2018, bro?
I just think from the appearance standpoint and the design language of the notch. I mean, I understand it's for your Face ID and everything like that, and for maybe your front-facing portrait modes and stuff like that. But when it comes down to looking at your phone and trying to do things with your phone, it gets a little annoying that the notch is there. But then not only that, you got to go through all these settings, these functionalities. So, well, you can hide the notch, but okay, so why you would tell people to hide the notch? You know, so I mean the notch. I like the OnePlus. I like what OnePlus is doing. I think Samsung is doing something very interesting with the S10 and the notch, which is like some type of in circle or some in screen notch thing going on. So I think Samsung and OnePlus are on the right path, but also we got to take another step back when it came to the Essential phone. Now, the Essential phone wasn't that bad of a notch. It was more like a teardrop. But I think what it was, OnePlus took they took a note out of Essential's playbook with the OnePlus 6T. So it's just like, it just really depends, man. It really depends on how you look at the notch.
Right. So my take on the notch is this: I don't like it. That's one thing. But OnePlus did it right now with a Cyclops eye right in the middle, which to me that was better than anything else. Also, it gives you almost ratio, so that was also a good thing. And so when we switched to like when the iPhone first came out with their notch, everybody was like, "Oh God, look at that notch!" And then everybody started implementing the notch. But I tell you what. The way OnePlus did it, oh my God! Listen, I got the OnePlus 6T here, and I'm gonna tell you the way OnePlus did it is absolutely amazing. I mean, the teardrop.
See, I can't even see it from right there. I can't even see the notch from right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The way OnePlus did it, and the way Oppo is doing it, and we start to see Huawei is doing it too with the Mate X Pros or whatever that they have, that 7.1 display phone. That's the way. If you go to a notch, that's the way you do it, right? You know.
Right.
But I listen. I tell you that this is my opinion is that I think that the notch is going to be a 1 year hit it quitter. I think next year we're going to see some different stuff. I think the notch is gone, man.
Yeah. It's time to say RIP to the notch, man, for real.
Right, because I mean, look, Samsung probably going to do something underneath the display. You know, I mean, we got fingerprint scanners underneath the display. I think we're gonna start seeing cameras underneath the display. I think the notch is gone. So I think with the S10, we might see an era whereas Samsung is going to try to bring the thunder with no notch, with a little. We seeing renders of a little circle right in the middle for the camera, but we're not seeing the notch. But we also hearing that Samsung might be taking away the headphone jack. So that's been rumored too. But I mean, everybody excited about the S10. Now, what are your thoughts about this foldable display? This crap that Samsung trying to push for almost $1,800, possible $1,800.
I truly believe that it's not worth that. You know what I'm saying? Like foldable. Look how long they've been talking about it. First of all, I mean, they had concepts about it like since 2012, 2011. And to be honest, I think the closest thing they had tried to drop before, during that time era was like the Note Edge. It was kind of foldable, you know what I'm saying? It had the like curve, they was, displaying the curved screens and the edge screens. But we never gotten to that point where it was like, 100% foldable. We had a few carriers, not carriers, but a few tech companies, they tried to put it out, and like ZTE and stuff like that, and it just wasn't working because you're going to have hinges.
Well, see, here's the thing about it, right? Okay, so I can understand the concept of a foldable phone. Yeah. Listen, I do understand the concept. You got a phone when you need it, and then if you need to get some work done, you fold it out to a tablet situation and you use it as a tablet. Now, here's the thing that I'm confused about. First of all, you could buy a tablet for $300. That's one thing. This is what I'm confused about.
Okay.
If Samsung go do this, Samsung should go all out. Like, where's the S Pen? Where's the Dex functionality? And obviously, they didn't talk about that at their keynote address. So it got me concerned that if they didn't talk about that feature, it's not coming. So to me, I look at this foldable phone as just a foldable phone, that comes out to a 7-inch tablet.
Yep.
So what to do about that, right? I could buy a 7-inch tablet for $200. Exactly. Or I could go get a Tab S4. Well, that thing's $600. So I don't know. I'm just trying to see where is it in our time right now that we need because the phone gonna be like 4.7 inches, so it's gonna be very small.
Exactly.
But it folds out to a 7-inch tablet. So here's the question: is it too small for a tablet at that point? Because everybody at the 9.7, 10-inch, 12-inch tablets. Right. So is it too small for a tablet, and it's too small for a phone? What you think? What's your thoughts about that?
Now you should put it like that. And when it comes to the phones, come on, we all seen the phones getting up to be 6 inches, 7 inches. So now, you have Samsung coming along, bringing out this foldable phone that's supposed to be 4.7. So why are we going backwards into time, Samsung?
That's the question, right? So you think about, okay, well, why? Who cares? Listen, we talk about the old iPhone eras, right? When we had a 4.5-inch phone. Yeah. Those days is over with, right? So people, we got Huawei pushing 7-inch devices right now. So get rid of the forehead and chin. Phones now that used to be 5.5 inches, you could get them almost to 6.5 to almost 7 inches without making them bigger. Because they get rid of the bezel and they're doing 18:9 aspect ratio.
Yeah.
So my thing is, when we looking at this big old bezel here that I got on my green screen that y'all guys see, what is it that Samsung? To me, when I'm looking at this, and again, it's a prototype, and I think we're going to be beta testers on this foldable display. But for $800, I'm sorry, for $1,800, that's going to be something.
I mean, okay, if it's gonna be $1,800, it better come with a hologram and something, man. So projector, the modal mods, it better come with all the modal mods for $1,800, dude. Like,
but you know what? You know what? You bring in a good point, and I want to switch subjects on that point when you talk about modal mods.
yeah,
When we talking about like Razr phones, gaming phones, ROG phones, and stuff like that,
yeah,
I think Motorola got it right. Motorola listen, I've done videos on the gaming pad on Motorola. It's by far, I don't know any device that can beat a Moto Mod gaming pad that's synced up with your device, and you got the gaming pad and you could play high-end games no matter what. Now I know the ROG phone has a peripheral, something like that, but Motorola really knocked it out the park when it comes down to Moto Mods.
Yeah. And to come to think about it, of course we can go back to like when Android first dropped, and you had the little docks. You could dock the phone into this like keyboard, and then it'll turn the phone into like I wouldn't say full-fledged laptop, but like a mini version of a laptop. And you know how they always came up with the concept where we did it first with this dock and stuff like that because of Samsung DeX. Motorola had dropped the not video, but they dropped a tweet on Twitter. They were attacking Samsung with the Samsung DeX because back when they were partnered with AT&T, they had the Motorola. I forgot the name of the Android phone, but it was like some Moto Q something, and like you could dock the phone into a keyboard, and it turned into like a mini laptop. So now now they're trying to attack every little company that comes out with a concept or something that they failed at back in the day, but Samsung has made a success out of it, or Apple or Google or whoever is trying to do it now.
Right. So I think look, here's the thing. This is the most confusing part to me as I review a lot of Motorola phones. I mean, what is it? I mean, look, Motorola has done their due diligence with their devices. Yeah. Their phones run fast. Right. It runs good. The Moto Mods are perfect for the phones. Yeah. The cameras have been pretty decent. The battery life has been hit and miss, but you got the battery mods and stuff like that. And look, don't get me wrong. I as I reviewed the Z3, which is supposed to be a 5G phone, but it's obviously 5G is not out. Right. I don't know if Motorola went backwards with this phone or what, because it got the 835 and 4 gigs around and all that stuff like that. And I'm saying to myself, okay, so as we go into 2019,
right?
What are your thoughts about what are you looking in 19? What are we going to see in 2019?
Well, for the phones in 2019, I understand we're gonna get them bugs. I understand we're gonna get those updates and everything like that. But for the average consumer to be, still behind on updates or still behind in what makes the phone is I feel like the OEMs, it don't matter, Apple, Google, whoever, they need to make phones more appealing to the average consumer, not just to a person that can actually afford $1,000 phone or a $2,000 phone, but make phones that, I wouldn't say the less fortunate, but make phones that, can fit everyone, because that's what Android was supposed to be in the first place, for everyone, for everybody. We were supposed to be all together. But at the same time, not the same, but that's been thrown out the window. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, well, I think to me, when we get into 2019, I think two things gonna happen in 2019.
Okay.
I think we're gonna see a lot of foldable phones in 2019 because LG, Huawei, Samsung, LG has already talked about foldable phones. So
Right.
we're gonna see that in 2019. Also in 2019, I think the notch is going away.
Right.
I think also going into number 3, and then I know I say number 2. I think in 2019, I think headphone jacks is going away even on Samsung phones. I think LG would keep it around because of the wide DAC. But other than that, I think we're going to see an end to headphone jacks. I think they are gone.
Right. Yeah, and I can agree with you on that too, because I also like earlier this year I even said that in one of my live streams that probably by 2020 there won't be any more headphone jack phones, and unfortunately, people that's not keeping up with the times or don't want to keep up with the times, they're gonna have to get up with the times. So I mean that might include myself and anybody else that likes headphone jacks. I got one right now. I'm using a headphone set with my Moto G6. So yeah, so I guess we just gonna have to accept, what comes in 2019 on out.
So let me ask you a question. You streaming right now with the
Yeah.
Moto G6. See,
Yes.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
As we talk about what phone is good and what phone is bad. You
Just the
streaming on a
S9.
$200 phone.
Right. I got the S9.
Right,
Just
that's not. But right now, you on the $200 phone,
yeah.
and the quality sounds good,
Okay.
looks good, and that. So it brings me to the point where are we getting bamboozled about we got the best cameras on the planet?
Right.
Nobody can beat our cameras, but you got a
Right.
$200 phone that I would never think that's a $200 phone as good as
Right.
quality as it's looking right now.
Right.
See what I'm
Um
saying?
Yeah, I truly understand that. I get you on that. It's just it's really about your preferences, about what you used to, and about what you like and about what you love. Not only that, but it's about I guess you want to fit in with the crowd. I'm not that type of person that want to fit in the crowd. I know everybody like back in the day when I first had the Nexus 6, everybody like, oh, you gotta get the 6P, you gotta get the 5X, or you gotta get the pixels and stuff like that. It was what I liked. I liked the Nexus 6 at the time. It was like one of my favorite phones in 2014, into 2015 at that time, other than the Note 4. I would have gotten the Note 4, but the price that T-Mobile gave me, I don't even think the Note 4 was out when I got the Nexus 6, but at the time, I was with T-Mobile, and the deal was it was hard to pass up, man. So I just dived in on the Nexus 6 at that time. And
Right.
now coming from the Nexus program to the Pixels, and then you got Android One and you got Android Go. To be honest, I kind of like the Google's programs and everything like that, but it's just it's not enough out there in the U.S. market.
Right. And it's just, here's the thing, and I see a lot of people in the comments. We go get to y'all guys' comments in a second. As we talk about the operating systems going into 2019, I
Right.
think it's a shame.
Yeah.
Look, don't get me wrong. I am not a huge fan of Google 9.0, but we got phones that still stuck on 7.1. We got phones that still stuck on 8. Now, don't get me wrong. I said in the video that I am not a fan of Android. OnePlus
Mm.
have done it. Oh my God! Listen, the Oxygen OS to me is going to win the award for not only having Android 9.0, but making it make sense.
Right.
Android, listen, look, Oxygen OS on the OnePlus 6 and the OnePlus 6T that's
Yeah.
running Android 9.0 sense. It does so much stuff that's right.
Mm.
It is to do things that's user friendly.
Right.
It makes you, it gives you the option to go back and
Yeah.
put icons on the your touch bar at the bottom. It
Right.
makes sense if you want to do touch gesture. It makes sense.
Yeah.
The whole operating system of Oxygen OS with stock Android is by far the best. Listen, Google, listen to me.
Right. Google, listen to
Gaga,
this.
listen to me.
Right.
Call Plus Android. That, oh my God, listen, when I play with my OnePlus, and I go to my Google Pixel,
Okay.
it makes me like it cringe because listen, Pi it's not ready for prime time. Oh God, listen, man, I mean, I don't like that. I don't like it. Look, I think what Samsung is going to do with their new UI, One UI.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it.
One UI.
I love it.
UI going to make sense.
Yes.
I'm waiting on that.
Yeah. But I got something else to add. I got the Moto G5 Plus still, and you know, Motorola just released the 8.1 Oreo update on it. And from my experience with the Moto G5 Plus on Android 8.1, although you know I was all in the comments, even like last year or earlier this year, Motorola G5 Plus don't need no more updates. It's snappy, it's fast, it's fluid. But my goodness, if you want the Pixel experience, get the Moto G5 Plus on Android Oreo 8.1 right now. I don't care if it's 2018. I seen Android Central. I wanted to bash them because whoever wrote that article, I know you've seen the article. Whoever wrote that article did not have none of the facts right, none of the specs right, and that was just embarrassing. So I don't know who put them up to it, or did they put it up for themselves? But my thing is, if you want a Pixel-like experience right now, today, other than the OnePlus 6, but you want a budget, I recommend getting the Moto G5 Plus over the Moto G6, only for that Pixel-like experience.
Well, you know, you bring up a good point. You know, when we look at that low end, not even say low end, but budget devices, are they really budget? I mean, they runs good, like the G6.
Yeah.
Or even with you could get a Central phone for like 150, 200 bucks.
Right.
When you look at that phones like that, God, it's this. We got options. That's the whole thing. And you know, a lot of people. You're right. And when you talk about, people always say, "Well, I want the best of the best." What is the best?
Right.
I mean, the device that you got in your hand, in your pocket, is the best, right?
Yeah.
Especially when it comes down to cameras.
Yep.
I mean, when they come down to cameras, I've been doing camera reviews for a long time, and I'm not seeing much difference when it comes down to photo. Yes, video is going to be a little different.
Right.
But when it comes down to photos, I mean, in bright sunlight, daytime, I got blue phones that can be good photos.
Yeah.
And so when people have this great debate that you have to buy $1,000 phone to get photos, those been debunked. I've debunked those long time ago. You don't need a $1,000 phone to shoot, point and shoot. I mean, regardless of what people be saying out there, I take my G6 old phone. I can even use a damn blue phone. I got phones for days. Photo.
Right.
Now, video is different. I mean, you got optical stabilization. You got different megapixels. You got a lot of different things.
Right.
You got 1080p, 30 frames per second, something that the Google Pixel don't do. And people argue me down for that.
I already know, man.
Oh my! I had to make 2 videos back to back. By the way, I made one video, then I had to come back with a rebuttal video because people that don't even have the Pixel 3 slamming me in the comments, talk about they Google searching it, and by them Google searching it, they're seeing that it has 1080p, 60 frames per second, and I made a video showing it that it doesn't. And people like, you lying, you got a defective phone. Like, oh. Let's get into the comments real quick. I see everybody in the comments. Welcome to the live stream. We just started talking and debate before we even get to. Shout out to Elba. Elba, you listen. Elba, he hit me up on Telegram. He said that my stream was choppy. So I don't know. Y'all give me a thumbs up if my stream is okay. Yeah, I am using Wi-Fi, so give me a thumbs up if my stream is okay. I know that I might have a delay because I'm actually using 2 programs. I'm using the Chroma Key program to do this live stream on Google Hangouts. So yes, I do have a delay. That is true. So I'm not losing. I may have a delay. I apologize for that because I'm using chroma key. Jason C. Yes, Extreme Ham. Look, Extreme Ham made the perfect comment on my video I just posted. So thank you very much for that. Easy, Kings of Defects. Hey, listen, and you know what? This truth and justice, guys. A lot of people criticize me because every time, whether that is Apple, Samsung, LG, Motorola, whatever it is, people say I got defects. And I can't understand how I got 90 phones and all of them is bad. It blows my mind, man.
I'm with you on that.
So, I mean, so I'm at the point when people say easier, I got a bad phone. I think I've been privy enough to work with the phone for a long time to know if I got a bad phone. And so I'm not believing this crap about I got a defect. So if I had a defect, I would know that.
Right.
But when you get two of the same phones, so if I got 2 pixels and both of them act the same way, that means that I got 2 pixel defects? No. And a lot of people used to always tell me, well, Eazy, get the AT&T version. It's better than the T-Mobile version. I used to fall for that trap, so I used to buy 2 phones. I used to buy the AT&T version and the T-Mobile version of the same phone because people used to criticize me in the comments telling me I had a defect. So I'm like,
yeah, man.
Yeah. So I mean, look, you the man when it comes down to free data, free budget phone.
Yeah.
Well, let some of the viewers know that never met you before, that never watched it. And listen, I got his link down in the description, right? ITechUOutGuy.
Yeah.
Tell everybody about this free data stuff, man, that you be posting your videos on about how you get free. Look, free data. This guy be posting how you can get free data. Text me now and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
Give people a little insight on how when you make your video, when you do your research. What about this free this and free that? That what some you got hit with a copyright strike, right?
No, not for that. Not for that. No, it was
okay.
I know.
Okay.
Well, not for the free calls and stuff, but it was by trying like Spotify or something. I think Spotify hit me with one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let everybody know about how they get about this free data stuff, man, that you be researching.
Okay,
saving people hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, most definitely. Okay, so you know that's how I got the name Budget King and everything. But to be honest, it all started like, you know, trying to figure out, like, I had iPod Touch one time and I had stopped using Android for a while, but I didn't have no phone. So I was like, man, I got to find a way to, you know, keep myself connected, you know, by just using Wi-Fi because I just had an iPod Touch. And so once again, I came across the app Text Now and Text Plus. And, you know, they said, well, you could get free calls and text over Wi-Fi. So as long as you had Wi-Fi, you got free calls and free text. So then I was like, man, so what if people have a cell phone, but, you know, don't have a, you know, service? And, you know, that's when I came across Freedom Pop. And Freedom Pop was out back in like 2012, 2013. They just started out with a mobile portable hotspot, this little portable thing you put in your pocket where you could just stay connected no matter what. And regardless if you're on an iPad, or whatever, you can get calls and texts through the Freedom Pop calls and text messaging app. And how they got the whole idea was they got the idea from like Skype. What else? It was Skype and some Dropbox and things in that sort, where they offer you a certain amount of like calls and minutes. But if you wanted more, you have to like download an app or you have to sign up to a survey site and, you know, take a couple of surveys. You'll earn a few minutes here or, you know, a few gigabytes here for your cloud storage. So that's where they got that whole free internet, free calls and text idea from Microsoft Skype and Dropbox. And then they just made that into an actual thing where it's data, calls, and text. And that's where Freedom Pop came from. Text Now, they were just, you know, just Wi-Fi only. But then they got so big over iPhones, the Windows Phone, Android that they said, well, we got enough capital. Let's make this an actual cell phone plan. And so it's now Text Now Wireless, which now offers anybody that's a new customer free unlimited data to 2019.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and Freedom Pop is already free from the get-go. Like, you don't have to sign up to the service itself. Like, you just go into Target right now and get a Freedom Pop SIM card and just pop it in the iPhone or Android, and you got free service.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I see that when I watch a video of that, I didn't even know about Freedom Pop. I did not know about Text Now and all that stuff like that. When I started watching videos, I said, well, wait a minute, whoa, free data, free cell phone service, free this and free that. So I mean, that got me interested, man, because that's all that hidden secrets.
Right.
When you hear stuff like free data and free phone, some people think it's a gimmick. Like, oh, well, what's the gimmick? And when I started watching your videos, I'm like, well, wait a minute, this guy talking about Freedom Pop and Text Now and download apps. So you got free data and free call. So you actually get a phone number.
Yeah, and you get a real phone number. You get a real phone number that you can use on any platform. You can use it on your Mac. You can use it on your Windows. You can use it on Android. You can use it on your iPhone.
Wow. So, but so how much is Freedom Pop? They say I want a Freedom Pop line, or if I go to Target and I buy a Freedom Pop, how much do I have to pay a month?
Okay, so for when you go into Target, Target usually they have it right next to like Straight Talk SIM cards, the T-Mobile SIM cards, where the SIM card section at. And they usually have like 3 options. You get like the free 100% free calls, text, and data, which is a limit of 200 megabytes. But once again, like I said, you can go into the settings and they have like an earn and share tab. So all you gotta do is go through the earn and share tab, and you sign up for a survey, or you download an app and it gives you a certain amount of megabytes, and you can use that all month long. Now they do have a paid plan where you could do it either month to month, or you could do it 3 months at a time, 6 months, or to a year.
Wow. And so what's the price range with Freedom Pop and all that stuff like that?
Okay, so for like 3 months, I think it's $19.99 for like I think it was like 1 gig. You get 1 gig, then unlimited talk and text, and then for like yeah, and then for like 2 gigs, I think it was like 24 a month, or you could do it month to month, or you could do it like every 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months.
Wow.
But like if you want to do the year, it's like 100. I think it was like $150 for the 1 gig.
All right, so you're saying that if I pay $150 a year, I get 1 gig a month of data, unlimited text and talk on any phone that I drop this SIM in.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, as long as it's unlocked and it can accept GSM.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Unlock. Yeah. We not talking about carrier lock. Yeah. So that's fantastic. This say for the kids, instead of paying $100, $200 a month for cell service, you talk about $150 a year, $19 for 3 months.
Right.
Man, see, these are planned. Now let me ask you a question about the data, because people go raise this question.
Okay.
What towers is it pinging off?
Okay, so I'm gonna break down Freedom Pops. Where at one point in time, when they first got big, they were using the T-Mobile towers, and then I don't know what happened to that. So their 4G global SIM card was based on AT&T and T-Mobile, so it was like simultaneously kind of swap. It just depends on which how congested your area is, or in T-Mobile versus AT&T. Then that's how Freedom Pop would have like switched it over, kind of like Project 5. But it was just for 4G. But now they have LTE with AT&T, so now it's just the GSM is on AT&T all the time. It doesn't swap to T-Mobile.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're getting actual 1 gig of 4G LTE high speed internet.
Right.
Wow.
On AT&T. Yeah.
And you know what? Here's the good part about that. If you always in Wi-Fi, they say when you at home or you at the coffee house or wherever you at, using Wi-Fi, it's all good. I mean, you're not burning the data.
Nope.
So you get Wow. So that's some good stuff, man. Good stuff there, man.
Yep.
Yeah, wow. So for all y'all know, y'all just heard it. And if y'all want to know more information about Freedom Pop and Text Now, about their very low plans, I got ITechUOutGuy link down in the description. Go check out his videos. He go real detail on how to get free data and free this and free that with very, very low costs involved. You know, because I mean, look, the carrier's ripping us off, man. I mean, I haven't saw a phone bill under $200 in 10 years.
That's
so
crazy.
I mean, we got people seeing cell phone bills, man. It's oh man, sure, God. I mean, look, you think about this.
Right.
This is what's happening in the cell phone industry.
Yeah.
If you go to AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, or Sprint, and you want an iPhone Max, 256 gig, it's like almost $60 a month for 30 months. It brings your bill. Think about how high that is. A lot of people say, well, it ain't no but $60 or $50, $55.
And that's about taxes and fees.
Extra. Oh, right. So you talk about $60. Man, could you imagine a $60 hike in your cell phone bill every month for an iPhone Max? That's ridiculous, man. That's very expensive. But if you get it, and they got the deal, buy one, get one free and all that stuff.
It ain't free.
It ain't free, man. You still got to pay for that data, man.
Free. That was not free. But they need to go checks now, Freedom Pop. I saw him what free is.
Right. And when you talk about adding the line, you got to add a line. You got to be committed to that line for 30 months. You got to be committed to that line for 30 months, man.
Nah.
That's a long time. That's a long time to be committed to a line.
See, Text Now has family plans too. They have an add-a line too.
Yeah.
And it's actually much cheaper than the first line. So they're getting a good deal out of it.
Cool. I see giving some shout outs to the stream. I got Official Keith in the building.
Okay.
What's up with you, man? I saw Official Keith video. Listen, man, I just love watching small YouTube channels, man.
Okay.
Man, when it comes down to work,
you
just put that work in, man. Oh
yeah,
my
Ultratech. Yeah, Ultratech and E Drummond. Shout out to Ultratech and E Drummond. Yeah.
E Drummond, Ultratech, Official Keith.
Yeah.
Oh my, 10-minute tech, man. Man, listen. Listen, I get overstatic when I watch like Official Keith video today.
Okay.
I watched his video. He did a unboxing, right? But boy, he had the music coincide with what he was doing, and it was a 1 minute, 2 minute video, and he didn't talk. He had the music playing in the background, and that was the unboxing that I like. See, I don't do unboxings like talking about it no more.
Right.
But it was refreshing to watch. I mean, Official Key got like less than 500 subs.
Okay.
But boy, his editing skills. Oh man, the editing skills that he did in the video, it reminded me of me when I was coming up, man. You know, hustle, working hard, trying to get it right. You know.
Right.
And so, shout out to Official Keith, man. If y'all are not following this channel, go check him out. Also, I've been going through a lot of I watch a lot of small YouTubers. Just me. I watch big YouTubers, but I watch a lot of small YouTubers. And I'm gonna tell you, hands down, us small YouTubers, and I'm included in that because I'm not big. Us small YouTubers, we put in the work.
Oh yeah, and we do our research.
Yeah. Hey, look.
Research.
Yeah, hey, look, another one. Technically T. I watch his
technically
video,
T. For sure.
Yeah, I watch this video, the 1+6T, man. Oh man.
Yeah.
Listen, man, it goes back to what I'm saying is that when you got smaller YouTubers, man, outshining bigger YouTubers, it makes a statement. But people get upset about the algorithm. It ain't nothing we can do about that, folks.
No,
it's something like, you know, you drop a video, you put all that work and time in there, and you don't get the views. And listen, we all in the same boat, folks. I am not no bigger than anybody else, and I don't look at myself as no bigger than anybody else.
Right.
And a lot of people hit me up and they frustrated that they the views are bad and stuff like that. Shout out to Official Keith. He just gave me a super chat. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Shout out.
Um, Shout out to him. Yeah, I mean, look, man, it's one of those things, man, that like you put the work in. I mean, hell,
Right.
you pop up live streams more than anybody I know. I mean,
I
every now
love
and then
live
you say
streams,
that's
man. I'm addicted to it now. I don't even want to do a regular video no more, man. I love this stuff right here.
yeah. So I mean, what so for everybody that just not met you or whatever, what got you into YouTube? What motive? Because you got 14,000 subs, man. You up
That's
there, man.
crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So what motivated you, man?
Man, shoot, I didn't go lie. To be honest, the whole YouTube thing it started with actually the music industry. It didn't start with the tech. I mean, the tech had something to do with it, but the music industry I was more involved with because I had a couple of buddies in my area did music or whatever like that. And I came across one of Soulja Boy videos making him he's doing a beat on Fruity Loops. And he made a video about it, how he makes his beats, how he got big and popular off his records and everything like that. And he was showing people how to make beats. And I was like, man, we should jump on this stuff. And then like I don't know what happened in between time. And then I came across him talking about the sidekick. So he started talking about, his new phone he got from T-Mobile, and he was showing off, yeah, I got the new Sidekick LX, and this bad. I got the limited edition version and all that. And I'm like, man, people are watching Soulja Boy videos about him talk about a phone. So that's really got me motivated. And then once I saw his video, then it's some suggestions start coming up. Then I start seeing Phone Dog, Phone Arena, and then I start seeing everybody start popping up after that. And then that's what really got me motivated into doing technology videos and phone videos from YouTube. It was just the bigger audience at first, and then all of a sudden you start seeing, like you said, the smaller YouTubers, small people like myself start, doing unboxings of phones or doing app reviews and stuff like that. So I really like doing app reviews too, and showing people how this app work or where to get the app from. And man, it was a wrap.
Yeah, and you know what? Here's the thing that a lot of people don't know is that when people get frustrated about their views,
Yeah,
even if you got 300 views or 1,000 views,
right.
it's the 1,000 people that looked at your channel that you helped. That's the
Right.
whole thing. So when you look at your YouTube channel, folks, let's be honest here. I mean, when we post a video, we rely on some of YouTube and some stuff that we do on our own.
Yeah.
But when we post a video and if we got 300 views, people get frustrated and upset about it. Don't get frustrated about it. You just help 300 people, even if it's an app review. Even if you help 20 people, hey man, you helped me out. Thank you for showing me how the app works. Just that's what you make videos for.
Yeah,
you make videos for that. And you have to enjoy what you're doing. Listen, I make videos sometimes. I don't get no views, man. I don't have some of my videos. I don't cry wolf, man. And, I just say, hey, listen, it is what it is, man. Some people like the video. Some people not interested in the video. Some people just felt to move on, and it's all good. It's all good, man. And here's the thing about YouTube, folks. If you believe that you're going to get rich overnight on YouTube, quit now. Quit now. If you believe
Stop.
you believe that you're going to make this one viral video that's going to get you 1 million subs, quit right now. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. A lot of people say, well, easy. All it takes is one video. I promise you, it takes more than one video. You could get one. I got viral videos. We didn't have viral videos before.
Yeah, I got one. Yeah.
Right. So, but here's the thing. What about the next video? Think about this. You get a million views on one video. Then the next video you pop out, you get 100 views on it. So it's too inconsistent.
Yeah.
So you might get one big payday, but what about next month? What about the next video? You think about how hard it is. You think about how hard it is, right? You think about how hard it is to make viral videos back to back to back. It's impossible.
And you got to think about how many people are on the one platform.
Right. And you know, another thing you got to consider, okay, you get 1 million views, you get 1 million subscribers, 100,000 subscribers off that one video.
Yeah.
But nobody gonna watch the next video. So it's
No.
all about consistency. So it's not about one viral video, it's about the consistency of the channel. You
Yeah.
want people to watch your channel, not because of the viral video. And
Right.
that's, I think a lot of people miss that all in there because they're ready to get paid. Listen,
Yeah.
I've been on YouTube long enough, and you've been on YouTube. It ain't, trust me, it ain't about the money, man.
No, it ain't.
I promise you that.
Yeah, you don't get no money from this. You really don't. I just love doing it though.
Yeah, if you hear taking it that I'm gonna get paid now, I'm about to become the next millionaire on YouTube.
Right.
You stop. Just stop right now. Just,
Yeah.
it
Don't
ain't
quit
gonna
your day
happen.
job. Don't quit your day job. All I gotta say, don't quit your day job.
I mean, because here's the thing about YouTube, man. Just to be honest with you, if you go through what we go through, what I go through every day, oh my! Listen, I got 3 YouTube channels. This YouTube channel got almost 1,300 videos on there, and not only that, I fight YouTube of videos that been demonetized 3 years ago.
Yep.
And I'm fighting people that watch old videos that got new updates on their phones, but now criticizing me because I talked about the phone 2 years ago.
Same here, man.
Oh my God.
They get me right now. They attacking me right now, man. They attacking me right now on videos I made 3 years ago, 2 years ago. I'm like, why are you attacking me for? Like, oh, the website don't work. Because I talked about a website a year ago that's now, they moved it, okay? Whoever was over it, the hosting, they moved it to another link. So, you know, like, that's not my fault that the website, you watching a video, like you said, from 2 or 3 years ago or a year ago, and, you know, something new came out, so.
My whole thing is that, you know, then when you get new people, new data, right? They never saw the previous video, but they saw this video that you posted. Right. And you might be doing a follow-up video of yesterday or the day before. And this is a part 2. And you put it in the description. You might put in the comments something. This is a part 2 of the video I did previous.
Exactly.
And people come in the comments saying, what this, you suck. What is you talking about? This is bad. What is this? What is that? What is that? Like, oh my God. So I say that to say that what we can deal with in the background is a lot worse than what people think. And so you have to enjoy what you're doing. You have, because if this was a full-time job, I'd be homeless.
Straight up.
There's no money here.
Yeah.
You know? And so I do this because I have passion. You do it because you got passion. Right. We do it because we love doing it. It's all about truth and justice. That's why I promote truth and justice. And, you know, I go from there. But boy, I tell you, the bigger you get, get ready for it.
Yeah, get ready, get prepared. Ain't no crying.
There ain't no crying, man. You got to get prepared. And look, here's the thing. I delete a lot of comments, and I ban a lot of people, and I'm quite sure you do the same thing. And, and people say some unorthodox things.
Oh yeah, don't have nothing to do with the video at all.
You know, some people say, "Are you white or black?" I get this all the time, by the way, folks. People ask me, "Am I white or black?" And my response to everybody, does it matter? I mean, why? Okay, so if I told you if I was black, does it matter if I'm black? You know, it doesn't matter if I don't get that. I don't get that. I get that a lot, by the way. Are you white or black?
You know what I've seen in a comment before, and I think it was on one of my Alcatel Pixie videos unboxes. Someone said that I am a ghetto version of MKBHD.
Oh, I get that too.
Or you copying Flossy Card?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, it's your boy back again with another video.
Yeah, diggity, right? Yeah, go diggity. Yeah, I got white shoes somewhere around here.
Them sluts.
Yes, you know, I mean, look, we all fall. Look, here's the thing. Everybody that watch me and you, They
Right.
watch Floss and Carter, right? I mean,
Exactly.
everybody watch Floss. So I mean,
Exactly.
every now and then I be seeing YouTubers. I even did it. I even quoted some stuff from Floss and Diggity. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it's his quotes, man. It's all good. You know, it's all love. And but I'm, you know, it's funny, man.
Yeah.
And you know, here's the thing, for us, right? We have a good style. We different.
Oh
We
yeah.
have different opinions, and
Right.
we do two different things on our YouTube channels, man.
Exactly.
And that's a good thing. Just say for me on my YouTube channel, I will probably never make a video about Freedom Pop, but you will. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
There ain't
Right.
nothing wrong with that. It's just so you get your information from multiple people. I
Right.
will never make a video about Freedom Pop, but you do. That's the whole thing. Because
Right.
I have no clue about, and I don't want to get into that. You see what I'm saying? Like that ain't me.
Yeah, that's not
So,
you.
but I do respect it, and I watch all your content, and people learn. I've learned
Yeah.
from that. That's the crazy thing about it. Like I learned from the way you do it. That's cool.
Yeah, and the same thing about when it comes to you in the camera game. I'm not a camera guy, although I've got phones with nice cameras. I don't talk about the cameras, but I mean, I can't really get into it. Like I never thought about it like that, So
Right.
it's just like, why should I talk about the cameras when I barely use them? The only time I use them is to do this live stream.
Yeah. My popular videos is the camera videos, right? They love that.
Yeah.
But God damn it, man! You know how hard it is.
I don't know how hard it is. I might be worse than you trying to figure it all out.
Hey man, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. Doing 3 camera editing. Oh man, listen. Not only do you have to use high-end software, which I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro, or if I'm using my Mac, I'm using Final Cut Pro. So I'm using all my use Camtasia, but I'm using Final Cut Pro with After Effects. That means that Final Cut Pro takes so much resources, and my computer. When I be editing my videos, it gets so hot I have to have a fan on it. Listen, I got i7 processor. I got GTX 1070s. I got 16 gigs of RAM. I mean, I got liquid cooling. I got all kinds of stuff in there. My computer still be yelling.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You think we go see 16 gigs and liquid cooling in our smartphones?
Hey, guess what? Is it Huawei that popped out a 10 gig phone? Hey, is it a Huawei, a overseas company, just now announced a 10 gig phone? So we at 10 gigs right now. We are 10 gigs right now. Man. So we at the 10 gig with the next wave of smartphones. And OnePlus is not going to be beat. OnePlus will come out with a 12 gigabyte phone. We will see that.
Oh man,
we will see that.
Oh man.
And so when we talk about how much power they want to put in the phone, OnePlus was the one to me that listen. I remember when OnePlus put 6 gigs of RAM in the phone. I'm sitting up there like 2 years ago. I'm like, what the hell, OnePlus? Who is OnePlus putting 6 gigs of RAM in the phone? And that's what Android was on, like 3 gigs, 2
3
gigs
to 4.
of RAM.
Yeah.
Right. And here we got OnePlus just popped up 6 gigs of RAM. What? Wait a minute. That's what got me so interested in OnePlus. Man. OnePlus, right? OnePlus has done it, man. They done it, man. And so I look at OnePlus that they don't want to be beat. So since we got an overseas company, I don't know if it's Huawei or whoever it is, somebody in the comments let me know.
Okay.
Since we got a phone with 10 gigs of RAM,
dang.
That means the OnePlus 7 will probably have a 10 gig RAM variant. Then we might see 12 gigs of RAM going into late 2019. Going into 2020, you will probably see 12 gigs of RAM in a phone.
I think someone said in Telegram Samsung was going to do that too.
Listen, man. I don't know, man. Samsung. If anybody need to put 10, 12 gigs of RAM in their phone, to Samsung. Now, don't get me wrong. The Galaxy Note 9 and the Galaxy Note 9, Galaxy Note 8, the Galaxy S9 with the 6 gigs of RAM. It worked great. But Bob, if you go back about 2 years ago, where we had full Samsung, we had TouchWiz. Samsung, TouchWiz. So we had TouchWiz on the phones. Samsung was the ones need to be like, hey, OnePlus, can we do something together so I can make my phone faster? And I think that's what it is. I think that Samsung never did like Apple, man. Apple ain't like, oh, we ain't gonna put no 8 gigs of RAM in the phone. We're not gonna put no 10 gigs of RAM in the phone. I mean, Samsung at the point where they're doing it now, with 68 gigs of RAM in the phone, because they need it, of course, and it makes a ton of difference, by the way. Tons of difference. So I think Samsung might do 8 gigs of RAM on the high premium 512 gigabyte version. Right. I don't know, man. I know OnePlus gonna do it.
Man, that's crazy.
But it brings me to the point of Google. The Google Pixel.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's dig down in their ass. Right? Google Pixel. Right? Listen, I got Google Gaga right here. Google Pixel. I got the Google Gaga phone. The Google Pixel.
Oh man! So what's your experience with it? Like, actually, what's your real experience with the Pixel?
All right, so my experience with the Pixel, it's a love-hate child. The camera sucks. Period. Let's just call it how we see it. The still photos is great. Probably the best still photo camera. All right, the still photos is great. Up there with probably the Mate 20. Up there with the Note 9 is up there with still footage. Okay, but don't turn on the video. Don't turn on the camera. Listen, don't think you go do 4K 60, and don't think you go do 1080p 60. There's no high frame rates in that phone.
That's crazy.
And so here we got Google Pixel for $900. 845, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of internal storage. Right there, that's an L.
Dang.
You got listen, the 64 gig with a $900 phone, no SD card support, no Face ID.
Oh man.
No headphone jack.
Oh man.
Face ID, no headphone jack, 64 gigs of storage with suck ass cameras. The phone that looked like Medusa. Have you ever saw Clash of the Titans? I'm talking about the old version of Clash of the Clash. You got the Medusa with all the fangs coming out of her head.
Yeah.
Would you listen? Here's the thing. Here's a bigger question. You get G'd up, you go into the club, right? You got your car all shined up, right? You got your rims looking good, you got your interior looking good. Yeah. All right, you got a $500 suit on.
Oh yeah.
And you ready to go out to the bar. You think you gonna bring this fucking phone?
Nah.
This phone the ugliest thing on the planet, man. Especially if you're a single man. You're a single man, right? You're a single man. You're a single man. You about to get diggity, right? You about to get diggity. You about to get diggity. Right, you about to get buns, right? You put this on. You put this on the ball.
Right.
Chick I say, damn, man, you can't get no better looking phone than that.
Man, yeah, you gonna get clown.
I mean, I call it how I see it, man. Listen, a lot of people say I hate the Pixel, man. Look, this goes back. Listen, this goes back to the first Pixel. I got videos on my YouTube channel where people was praising the Pixel, right? Right. When the Galaxy S7 or the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus was mopping the floor with the Pixel 1. I was making videos about that, man. I got tons of videos on my YouTube channel doing camera reviews with the first Pixel, right? Wow. And the Galaxy S7, I think it was the Galaxy S6, was just mopping the floor with it was still footage and video footage. When everybody was saying, Hercules, the Pixel got the best camera, Hercules. And I'm saying to myself, the Samsung Galaxy S7 was mopping the floor with it. Listen, here's the thing about what I do here on this YouTube channel. I don't give a. Hey, listen, you're right. I got a defect, right? And you know what's so funny? When people was clowning me, was clowning me with the first Pixel, my dumb ass went and got another Pixel. right?
Mm,
So I went
right.
got 2 Pixels, and both of them did the same thing. So I'm like, I can't have 2 defects. So listen, and then you got to
Yeah.
think about it like this: this Pixel 2 came out.
Right.
Was that a disaster or what? Right? The
Yeah.
screen was terrible. I mean,
Yeah.
you had the same body style.
The
I mean,
blue
so the
tint.
Pixel 2 was terrible. The
Yeah.
blue tint, the yellow looking display. The
Yep.
thing was ugly. Just terrible. Then we got the Pixel 3 came out with the fucking notch about the size of my fucking forehead up here, right? Right? I mean, you got to be kidding me, right? And so here's the thing: people get upset with me, but the problem is when I do videos on other phones, people say, "Easy, that's what I'm talking about. You keeping it real. You keeping it real, Easy. No truth and justice." But as soon as I talk about one of their phones, you suck. You suck. You suck. You can't have it both ways, people.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You
This is
can't
the
have it both
Pixel killer.
ways.
This is the Pixel killer, the Moto G5 Plus. Get the Moto G5 Plus. Replace your Pixel with the G5 Plus. I guarantee you're going to love it. 4 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 625, 64 gigs, and an SD card, headphone jack, Android Oreo 8.1. Get out of here. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing. Tell them to stop playing with me.
Hey, you know, and you know what's so funny is that I think I don't look, man. I just have this thing that Google don't give a shit about this Pixel, man.
Nah,
I mean, you got reports of overheating, you got RAM management issues, you got poor this, you got poor this and poor that. I mean, let's be honest here, man. You really think that Google give a shit?
Nah, they don't, man.
I don't think so, man.
They don't. They just putting out product. They just putting out a product.
I mean, let's talk about the Nexus brand. The Nexus brand was a developer's phone.
Right.
Really wasn't really for prime time. It was like, developers get the phone, they get the next iteration of Android.
Yeah.
And they test out the new features and stuff like that. That's what it's for.
Right.
But Google wanted to sell the Nexus to the mass market, the Nexus 6P, the Nexus 5X, right?
Yep.
You had those phones that got brought out into prime time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Nexus 6P, and let's go all the way back to the Nexus 6.
Oh yeah.
That's what Google played with. They played with the prices.
Right.
Because everybody was jaw dropped when they announced that the Nexus 6 was like $600-700. When they heard that $699, $700, and knowing that the Pixel 4 was like $399. Then the Pixel 5 was like $399. Then all of a sudden the Pixel 6 came out, and the Nexus 6 came out. The Nexus 6 was like $600-700. People like, whoa, time out. What the hell going on here? That's when, So I don't know.
Yeah. I still think it's a developer phone.
I mean, look, man, Samsung got fans.
Oh.
Apple got fans.
Yes.
Google Pixel has fans.
Okay.
And when I call out, look, man, in 2017, I was hard on Samsung, man. I was calling Samsung.
I was mad at Samsung.
Oh man,
I was mad at Samsung.
So we call, and here's the thing, you call out Samsung, and people put in the comments, "Oh, Apple must have paid you." Then I do a funeral video on the iPhone. Right?
Oh man.
Matter of fact, I done 2 funeral videos on Apple product. I did a funeral video on the iPhone 5C, and I did a funeral video on the iPhone X.
Ooh.
and people all thought that, oh, Eazy, you got paid by Samsung. They told you to do this and stuff like that. And people was upset with me. People tell me, Eazy, just do normal videos. Why you got to bash phones? When do I ever bash a phone, man? But
it's your opinion.
People say, well, Eazy, keep it real, but don't bash your phone. Talk good about the phone. Because if I don't talk good about the phone, Google would never like me. Okay. Chicago in the building. I see a Big House Production in the building. I see y'all in the building. Over you said, I'll check you out, guy. My mom got that phone and she loves it. You talking about the Moto E that you got, the Moto G.
Oh, G5 Plus. The Moto G5
G5 Plus.
Yeah.
Moto G5 Plus. Albert, you said Medusa. Yeah. Let's see. They still selling 64 gigs storage in joints in 2018. It's a prime example. I remember back in 2017, we was complaining about 64 gigs on the device, right?
Yeah.
Listen, those times is over with. Even with Apple. Listen, Apple, man, 64 gigs, that's a joke. For $1,000 phone, you get 64 gigs of storage. Come on, man. I mean, you talk about 4K 60. And you talk about high-end applications that take a lot of space.
Right.
And you go give it 64 gigs of storage. Man, this is 2018, man. We listen, man, we can't stand for this, man. We can't sit up there and say 64 gigs of internal storage is enough. No.
Right.
Especially when you're paying $1,000 for a phone.
Okay, maybe for the low budget market and for $100 or $200, then the 64 gig makes sense.
Right, but you got phones that cost $200 that give you 32 gigs of storage. That's the whole thing. See, that's you. I mean, look, you got the G6 that gives you 32 gigs of storage plus micro SD card support, man. For Christ's sakes, that's at the point. You know, so so how could a $200 phone can give you all that options and a $1,000 phone don't? Well, easy because it's a premium product. Man, the Moto
G6 looks premium, man. People got to play with the G6. It looks premium. The glass back has all the bells and whistles that you would want in a flagship, except for wireless charging, water resistance, and all that. The notch and all that. No headphone jack, all that.
Well, a lot of people start criticizing and say, well, easy, I need IP certification. First of all, who's going underwater with their phones? If you're going underwater with your phones, something ain't right here, man.
Right.
I mean, look, people say I need IP rating. I need wireless charging. I mean, here's the problem with wireless charging, man. Look, I like wireless charging. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I use it with my S9. So yeah.
If you got a OnePlus 6, man, you could put that sucker on a charger, shower, shit, and shave, and you at 100%. What's the wireless charging for? Well, you even
G6
need
the same way. The G6 the same way. I don't need wireless charging in my G6. I just plug it up before I know it's at 100%.
Right, and so you got phones that got fast charging. You got shower, shit, and shave phones that you can shower, shave, and you come back, you at 100%, and then you're getting almost all day battery life. So what is it about what people criticize? They don't have wireless charging. Saying to myself, you got a shower, shit, and shave phone. What are you talking about? I don't understand. So wireless charging to me, I would take it, but not if it go cost $1,000 for wireless charging, take it off.
Right.
If it's gonna cost $1,000 for IP rating, take it off. Right. Give me the headphone jack. Right. I take that.
That don't cost $1,000. $1. $1 component.
Right. Look, to give me the headphone jack, charge me $550, and I'm good to go.
There you go.
Right, and that's the thing. Shout out to Robert U, LBU in the building. He is a OnePlus fan. Also, shout out to the doctors in the building. What's up with your facts? Yes. Let's see. Official Keith said my last phone had wireless charging, and it was so. I don't miss it at all. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Like when I go to the coffee house. Some coffee houses now got wireless charger built in. I know at home I got my wireless charger, right? But is it a necessity? The thing about it is, when you got fast charging, here's the point, and I think me and you on the same page with this. Yeah. If you got shower, shit, and shave phones, what's the point of wireless charging? Now I do understand that people say they just want to put their phone down and it's wireless to the charging. And Samsung got a fast wireless charger, but most of your wireless chargers are slow. I mean, you go from zero to 20% in 45 minutes.
Nah, come
on. Come on now.
Yeah. Stop it.
Yeah. Now, listen, Sean just deleted this message when we talk about stereo speakers. Here's the thing about stereo speakers. Here's my thing about speakers. I think we get bamboozled with stereo speakers too.
Yeah.
Because look, the earpiece speaker is like a tweeter. That thing ain't even loud.
Nah, it's not.
It's not even loud. Look, so I hear the things about front-facing speakers.
Yeah.
But some of the phones that's using the earpiece, it sounds so minute that it don't even make sense. Let's see. I got people comment. Personally, I think smartphones are going to reach its peak. They are running out of ideas. I got the Nokia 6 camera on the phone. Now they can put 6 cameras on the phone, right? So Nokia put 6 cameras on the phone. Dang. But like I was saying, I think when we get into 2019, we're gonna see an era of foldable phones because LG, Huawei, Samsung, they're all doing it in 2019. Right. We also seen the 5G era. Now, I think to me, the 5G rollout will be probably bad in 2019. It's going to be hit and miss. Some phones go have it, some phones won't. It's going to be per location. Everybody ain't going to 5G next year. So 5G,
I'm always getting in an argument with somebody with the 5G. I'm like, why are you geeked about that? I'm not excited.
Yeah, 5G ain't gonna roll out the way we think it's gonna roll out. They say that 5G, man, it's gonna take. Listen, they can't even they can't even get 4G LTE running right.
Nope, they can't.
So if you can't even get 4G LTE running, how you gonna get 5G running right? Look, 4G LTE, you might get 40 megs, 20 megs, 40 megs, 20 megs. I mean, to me, I would rather get 4G LTE right first, which they haven't done. Now we go into 5G. 5G, two things gonna happen with 5G. It's gonna eat the hell out your data. You're gonna get a whole lot of throttling going on. Because guess what? You're talking about some large downloads very fast. You're gonna run into some data.
Right.
So you're gonna have data problems.
Yep.
The company like what is that? Verizon. AT&T. They're gonna be throttling you.
Main too.
They're gonna be throttling you down to 2G speeds.
Prices gonna go up.
Prices gonna go up.
Ooh.
So you're gonna have a $1,400 phone. You're gonna have carriers that can mark their prices up big time.
Right.
You got foldable phones that go cost almost $2,000.
Yep.
It's gonna be a catastrophe in the next 2 years.
It's gonna be chaos.
It's gonna be a catastrophe.
Apocalypse.
Oh man, we've been talking about it, and it's gonna happen next year.
Oh yeah.
Listen, man, it's gonna be a catastrophe next year. Man. People gonna be going crazy at listen. Apple already letting it hang with a $1,700 iPad. You think about this. You think how much nuts that Apple got. For an LTE version, iPad Pro for 1 terabyte of storage will cost you almost $2,000. You got to be out your mind.
Man, and who they right mind? I go use a terabyte of iPad storage. Come on, man.
Yeah, I say the same thing about the 512 gig. And here's the thing. That the people that bought phones that got 512 gigabytes of storage.
Right.
Come this next year in a few months, all the new phones coming out. That means your phone is irrelevant right there. Your phone is done. So it's like I just spent. It's over with. So you're like, damn, I could have saved my money. I could have got the 64 gig, the 128 gig, and I could have been fine. Maybe I could try to sell it off. Because listen, you might have spent $1,400 for that phone, but you ain't selling it no more than about $600. You're gonna lose half. And listen, the value of Android phones are so bad. I mean, you might buy a $1,500 phone with 512 gigabytes of storage, but you ain't selling it for no more than $600. You're gonna lose 50% of the value of that phone.
Then on top of that, your phone cases, your chargers, your headphones, screen protectors, all that.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not sold on 512 because we techies, we go through too many phones, man. I mean, listen, who keeps it as a techie? Who keeps their phone for 6 years, 4 years? The phone ain't even gonna work in 4 years. So, and that's why I don't see the reason to look. They got two. Even if you don't like cloud storage,
right? I love cloud storage,
and I love cloud storage too. And I stream all my music through Spotify and Pandora, and I got Google Music, and I got Apple Music. So I'm not keeping no music on my phone.
Right.
Movies. If I'm going on a plane, I could download 2 or 3 movies.
Right.
Then I can uninstall them.
Yep.
So I'm trying to see Phantom. Where do the 512 gig? A lot of people say, well, I'm gonna have a lot of movies, a lot of videos on my phone. Well, you can always offload your movies to a computer or to an external hard drive and save those movies. Think about this. I always tell people, because we in a tech game.
Yeah.
What if you break your phone and you got all your movies ain't backed up? You got all your videos, everything you took, you to fill up 512 gigabytes of storage. And you break your phone or your phone go out. You lost everything.
Yep. Oh, speaking of movies and cloud, I don't know if you are seeing any of my videos about movies anywhere, but I stick to the core with that application, that cloud service, because like you just said, if you download that movie and you lose it, or somebody steal your phone or you break your phone and everything like that, you can't get that movie. But guess what? If you have a digital service like Vudu, or once again like Google Play Movies, Movies Anywhere, Amazon, you could put all your movie collection into one application, one service that works on all platforms, even Roku and Fire Stick.
Right.
Movies Anywhere. That's the name of the service.
Right. So shout out to Dexter and shout out to Jared. 4K videos and 512 gigabytes of storage is unnecessary. Now Dexter said that for 4K videos and stuff like that. Listen, I understand that. I mean, I wouldn't shoot. And here's the crazy thing about it. Most of your cell phones only go allow you 5 minutes of 4K recording. Right. And then they cut you off. Because of the overheated issues, because of the Snapdragon processor. The Snapdragon processor, listen, the Snapdragon processor only go give you 5 minutes of video recording, folks.
Okay, here's a question. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Why is Android only sticking to Snapdragon?
Well, because United States, in the United States, Snapdragons have been approved by the FCC and all that stuff like that. It's been analyzed through the government, and so that's why it's been approved. That's why you got Snapdragon processors down there now. Huawei with their Kirin processors, that's why you don't see them down there in the United States, because they got into it with the government. They ain't want to pay off the proper people. You know how they go, and so that's why you don't have Huawei phones in the United States. Now, obviously, people got their different theories and different things about why Huawei is not in the United States. Even with happened with ZTE. ZTE got pulled because of the same scenarios that they had with the United States. Obviously, they didn't bring the suitcase. Okay. See, here's the thing: they didn't bring the suitcase. They got to bring the suitcase. Suitcase got to be full of money. Let's just call it how it is. They got the suitcase. That means you got tapped for it. That's the whole thing. You gotta bring that suitcase. If you ain't got the suitcase, you can't come to the United States. So that's not my law. That's Trump law.
Man, I just think we need some more processors. I truly think we need some more processors, though.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we get MediaTek processors. I think we can get MediaTek processors down there. We get the Snapdragon processors. You won't. I mean, the Kirin processors. The thing about it is, you get people that import them, like they'll import Huawei phones with Kirin processors in it and stuff like that. But that's about it. Now the Exynos processor from Samsung. Samsung used it one time in the United States because of the debacle with the 810 and the 808 processor. Samsung is not using the 808 processor and the 810 processor because
on the phone.
You could cook eggs on that phone. Right. All right, so that those processors was a failed. And so Samsung was a user. So that's why you saw in the Galaxy Note 5 and the Galaxy S6 and the S6 Edge Plus, you saw the Exynos processors in them because Samsung was not using the 808 and 810.
Wow. There you go.
So that's why we listen. Snapdragon. Here's my thing, man. People that had like the HTC M9, right?
Yeah.
That was going through those horrible issues with their phones because it was so hot, it was throttling so bad.
Right.
I think that HTC probably should have gotten their money back from and I don't know what happened, but HTC had a terrible time. And then you had some phones that had 810 and 808 processors. Like I was doing Windows phones that had 810 processors in them, and they was hot as fuck.
Damn.
I mean, them phones was hot, man. Them phones stayed hot. And so them phones was hot. But them 810s, man, them 810s were so hot, man. Too, you turn on the phone, the back of the phone was so hot, man. I thought your hands sort of sweating.
Ooh,
hot, man.
Shoot.
Oh man, that was bad. It was bad, man.
Yeah.
Woo. So somebody said actually the Note 2 had Exynos processor in it, except the Sprint version. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, look, that's what I'm talking about. The 810, 808 processor was the worst processors ever. I would agree. Then they came out with the 820. Look, they jumped. They went from the 810 to the 820.
I was like, where the 815? I like, where the 815 and the 812 go? I thought that was supposed to drop.
Hey, so funny when we talk about the 810, when they came out the 820, I thought the 820 was a very good processor. And it actually got crap dragging out of the meat wood because the 820 was a good processor. 821 was also a good processor. 835 is extremely good processor. 5 is a good processor. So the 820 series of processors, in my opinion, I still rock with the 820.
Yeah, the V20, V20 was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, the V20, the Pixel. Well, as far as performance wise, you had the G6. The LG G6 got an 821 processor in it, and it runs pretty good. So the 800 series processor is pretty good. I don't have no problem with those processors. The 625, people talk about the 620. Look, here's the thing. I love the 625 processor, except
on this phone.
Except when they put it in the BlackBerry. Listen, the BlackBerry runs like crap, man. Oh man, you can't put the 600. I don't know what happened to BlackBerry.
What happened to BlackBerry?
Oh my god! Listen, man. When I saw that the BlackBerry Key 1 had the 625, I was excited.
Right, me too.
Until I used it. That phone was the worst performing phone I ever had.
Wow.
That phone is terrible. Oh my god! Listen, God. Oh boy. Let's see. Best Snapdragon is the best. I agree with you. The 820 was okay. The 835 and 845 is where it's at. The Galaxy S7 Edge, I still rock with. Right, I agree with you. What's up, Forge Tech Review? Look, man, I'm making videos of the V40 right now, man, and I'm gonna tell you, man, the LG V40 is a good phone. The only problem that alienated people with the V40 was the price. It came out at $899, man. And people saw that price, man.
LG. Hey.
Yeah. And then here we got the Pixel came out. Listen, man, I would get the LG V40 over the Pixel.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I would get the LG V40 over the Pixel. But I mean, when LG came out with that high price point, that just killed it. They killed the whole mood right there, man.
Man.
And I don't know, man. I mean, as we get into 2019, and we know that companies have have played with the price.
Mm.
Have played with the price.
Mm.
What's the next move? I mean, what do Motorola do? What do HTC do? I mean, what do LG do at this point?
Man, I don't know. I truly don't know about what Motorola should do. Other than the fact that I don't know. It seems like the low budget phones with Motorola are getting better updates than the mid range and high end. What is up with? I want to know what is up with that. I mean,
Well,
once again, I got the Moto G6. It has Android 8.0 Oreo, while my Moto G5 Plus has Android 8.1 Oreo. But the G6 was out this year. So you got a phone, the Moto G5 Plus is over a year old now. So it's almost like 2 years old, and it's more updated than the G6.
well, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you why people don't like Motorola phones. It's because of the hype of the bezel-less display. Motorola sticking to tradition.
Yeah.
They have big foreheads and chins. And so when people looking at Motorola phones, what the first thing they say? Oh, it's an old looking phone. It's not like the Galaxy phone looks pretty edge to edge, infinity display. Well, what Motorola did was the phones that they're releasing phones with big foreheads and chins.
Okay.
And a lot of people see like they're not with the new era, even though they run good. And the Moto X4, beautiful phone.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, "Easy, I'm crazy." I like the Moto X4.
Right.
Moto X4 is a beautiful, gorgeous looking phone. Runs good like a champ. But people are like, man, that phone ugly, man. Look at that forehead and chin. Because people now are used to the new body style.
Right. Okay.
And so I don't know. And are they still are the Motor Miles dead? Yes, it is.
Yeah, they are dead.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because Motorola promised 3 years worth of updates, and that was a Moto Z, Z2, and a Z3. Now next year we're going into the Z4. Since Motorola promised 3 years of Motor Miles, I think Motor Miles is dead.
Yeah, it's up. Yeah, this is their third year now, right? Yeah,
It's their third year.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the point. What Motorola gonna do in 2019? I mean, Motorola ain't gonna come out with no foldable phone.
Nah.
I mean, they don't do that. I mean, Motorola is good for the mid-tier and the budget round. Now they do come out. I mean, they made the mistake with the Moto Z3. All right, cool. They made a mistake with the Moto Z3.
Right, they did.
But what about the next iteration of the Moto Z4? You're not going to have the Moto Mod. You cannot come out with a phone that even if it's bezel-less, you have to have something that's going to be different, and you got to come out with a good price point. A lot of people got alienated at the Moto Z3 with 2017 specs at a $500+ price point, and it's like, whoa, we could get a OnePlus for that, and now here come OnePlus in the United States with a $550 price point. That's just right there. That is when you talk about phones, that is right there. You can't go above OnePlus prices. You have to bring something to the table that you have to bring. Listen, the point of it being, since OnePlus price is so low, and now since they're in the United States,
right,
it's very difficult for anybody to say, oh, I'm gonna give you a 700 with the same specs as OnePlus. Now OnePlus gonna be high because they put 8 gigs of RAM and they $500 phones now. So they put 8 gigs of RAM and they $500. So it's like you can't come out with a phone with 4 gigs of RAM and the 845 processor and charge me $900 for it. That's a no-no. Look, OnePlus have a headphone jack. You don't have a headphone jack. It's like, look, that's the thing. Everything's got to be comparable to OnePlus because now OnePlus changed the game. They got in-display fingerprint scanner. Okay, now they changed the game. That means that if you're gonna be higher than OnePlus, that means you got to put higher than OnePlus specs. You have to be better than OnePlus. You have to have an in-display fingerprint scanner because OnePlus got it. You have to have cameras better than OnePlus.
Yeah.
Then you have to have your shit together when it comes down to updates. Better than Oxygen OS.
And battery life.
And battery life. Battery life.
Yep.
And you got to have better battery life, and you got to have something faster than dash charging.
Oh, man. Man, it's gonna be an interesting year in 2019, man. Goodness.
So,
you nailed it. You nailed it, bro. You nailed it.
So Dexter just put in Poco phone. Here's the problem with the Poco phone. It's not in the United States.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
In the discussion is that look, we are United States YouTubers, and look, don't get me wrong. If I was in the UK, or if I was in India, or if I was in China, then that'd be something different. Right. But in the United States, the Poco phone is dead.
It never arrived.
Yeah.
It don't even exist. It's non-existent, right?
And the Poco phone don't have the bands. So I think
it still got like 4G. Yeah, it still got 4G, I think.
Right. I don't even think it got 4. I think it get HSPA plus. So since we're going into the 5G era,
right?
HSPA plus is a no-no. I mean, you can't listen. It's no phone on HSPA plus that's going to rock anything in the United States. That's what it is. And I think the Poco phone is a good concept. I think the Poco phone 2 with the right band support and the possible try to get in the United States, stuff like that, try to be kind of all over the place. Like OnePlus did. That's the key. But right now, the big dog that you got to beat if you go be a flagship is OnePlus 6T. Period.
That's it right there. Yeah, I gotta agree with you, bro. OnePlus.
Yeah, because we all thought that since OnePlus came into the United States, people rumored that the phone was gonna be $700 to $1,000.
Oh yeah, I saw
OnePlus.
Oh man, they surprised
came in at a $5. Woo! OnePlus came at a $550 price point. They give you full specs in-display fingerprint scanner, Android 9, with Oxygen OS that's kicking the Google Pixel ass, right? And I got videos on my YouTube channel that talk about the cameras on the Google Pixel and the OnePlus.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, I saw the OnePlus camera. It's deep. It's deep, bro. It's deep.
Yeah, there it is, man. Yeah. Like I say, you got to. That's gonna be King Supreme, man. Right there,
King Supreme.
And so going into 2019, look what T-Mobile did, right? They was giving if you had an old OnePlus, if you had a OnePlus hell, you could go find your OnePlus for $100. They would give you $300 off.
Woo!
$300 off. Man. That's that. Like the phone, what $250? Yeah, you got to break it up into 20. That's the gimmick. I know it's the gimmick. You got, well, why? I mean, what it go cost you? What, $3 a month? $4 a month? $250 broke down to 2 years. Yeah, I add a line for that. Shoot.
Put that on PayPal. Shoot.
Yeah, I mean, when you got a deal so sweet, man. Sometimes, I understand they're gonna break it into payments. I mean, God, the phone was $250. It's like shit, man. So, if you look at going into 2000, now OnePlus gonna have a problem. OnePlus gonna have a problem. They can't come out with 2 phones a year. I think this gonna be some crazy crap going on in 2019. You can't come out with a OnePlus 6T in November and then in March come out with a OnePlus 7. Now they did that last year. People gonna be pissed off. I don't know. I mean, listen, unless they made a good deal with T-Mobile, say, okay, you gonna update your phones every 6 months. Right. Let us know so we can run out this inventory. You know what I'm saying? So I think the price point of $550 probably need to be consistent.
Yeah, it do.
So I mean, woo! I don't know, man. Why everybody talk about $1,500, $2,000 phones. Here we got OnePlus with everything you need in a $550 phone. That's got to change the game.
Yeah, we got.
I mean, you listen, man. You think about this. You got phones that's gonna come out that's gonna cost you $1,400. Foldable phone gonna cost you $2,000, and you got OnePlus with the same specs. It probably gonna have more RAM, more storage, and everything else. You know how OnePlus gonna do it. They gonna give you 128. They gonna give you 8 gigs of RAM. They gonna give you all the bells and whistles, right? For $500. Or you go buy the foldable phone for $2,000. Come on, man.
Dang. Stop playing with me.
Right. Let's see. They may be cutting themselves if they release a OnePlus 7 in March. Listen, I agree with you, because here's the thing. If you're going to have a $550 OnePlus 7, you can't have a $550 OnePlus 6T. That's the point. So that means that the OnePlus going to have to either drop the price on the OnePlus 6T or don't come out, or maybe T-Mobile might not get the OnePlus 7, but get the OnePlus 7T. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they should stick with that. The T-Mobile and the T.
Right. So T-Mobile might get the OnePlus 7T.
Right.
And OnePlus might release a OnePlus 7. You see what I'm saying? So that might be the case. I'm speculating there, folks. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know if OnePlus is going to release 2 phones a year. Now, don't get me wrong. They say, well, Samsung do it. Well, Samsung come out with the Galaxy S Note devices. OnePlus coming out with the same iteration of their phones. So I don't know. Let's see. That would be boss. I would agree. Okay, so if T-Mobile say, okay, we got the OnePlus 7 at $550 and have a OnePlus 6T for $450. Woo! 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 Woo!
Here we go.
Here we go. Now we talking.
Yeah.
Think about that now. We got the OnePlus 6T for $450, or you could get the Snapdragon 500 series processor with 8 gigs of RAM for $550. A lot of people gonna be swarming to the $450 because they're gonna have to drop the price down if they're gonna sell it on T-Mobile. I mean, they can't sell the same phone for the same price. So if this said OnePlus, okay, we're gonna sell a OnePlus 6T for $450 or $300 or $350 and sell a OnePlus 7 for $550. But that means that the OnePlus 6T gonna be looking good.
Oh yeah.
Whew. Oh, that's look. And guess what? For people that say, look, I want to, you're talking about 845 processor with 8 gigs of RAM for $450. It takes a chunk out of people thinking that why should I buy a Samsung phone? Look, I would put in the case that why would you even buy a Galaxy S10? Why even buy a Galaxy S10 when you can get a OnePlus 6T for $450, knowing that the Galaxy S10 is going to cost $900, right? So you look at, okay,
that's true.
Yeah. Let's see. Their own phone, if they did that, undercut it. Hey, Dexter. I agree with that. I don't even know how OnePlus even making money off the $550. Obviously, we know that they can make money off of $550. That's the point, because think about this. They're selling the phone for $550, but how much T-Mobile getting the cut? They might be already undercutting themselves. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm quite sure T-Mobile got some deal somewhere in between there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're selling it for $550, but I mean, hey, we gotta get 20%. So I mean, or maybe they're just doing it to get new customers. I don't know. All I know is that, you know, for $550, you can't sell, T-Mobile can't sell the OnePlus 7 for $550 and have the OnePlus 52. That just ain't gonna work for consumers. Let's see. Has after software? I'm not jumping in that. No. I listen. I agree with you. I wouldn't jump in that yet. It's gonna be man. Look, I don't I'm quite sure to go test it. They'll have a lot of beta testers out there. We will be the beta testers. There will be some serious updates going on with that foldable phone. My problem is this. You go buy a $1,700 or $1,800 phone that's going to be plagued with issues and instability and problems, and camera be shutting down on you every now and then, and bugs and stuff like that. And you got to wait for the updates. You got to wait for the updates, wait for the updates. I think, oh man, oh my God. That's going to be terrible, man.
See, Eazy, you would think since Samsung worked closely with Google on this foldable phone that they would have some type of good partnership now with updates, especially if Google helped them make this foldable phone, man, you know, and the software. So,
well, you know, I tell you what, I probably won't find out because I probably won't purchase that phone. So I probably won't review that. Now, there's Samsung out there. Hey, Samsung. You can always send a review unit to. Send a review unit to.
Yeah, you got two YouTubers right here want to review the photo.
I got two YouTube. Yeah. So, look, I can't wait for Samsung to send me an email say, hey, I want you to try out our new phone. Yeah. So I'll be waiting on that email, Samsung.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I mean, hey, I see it. I call it how we see it, man.
Right.
But I mean, if it's groundbreaking, like they say it is,
right?
Then for $1,800, that is a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah.
For a 7-inch tablet, man. Let's call it how it is. It's a 7-inch Android tablet that folds into the phone. Let's call it how it is.
Right.
It's a phone that converts into an Android tablet. The first question you might ask yourself, how good is Android tablets?
Oh, man, I don't even want to talk about Android tablets.
Yeah, I mean, so Anthony Cooper said that people will buy the foldable device just for the for that. In contrast, people say the same thing about every new product from foldable phones to Tesla cars. Even though it's a novelty item, you know, even though it's a novelty item, we could buy a tablet, right, for $400.
Yep.
Now, Dexter said, look, here's the thing, Dexter. This is my point. If the phone tablet comes with DeX support, also with the S Pen support,
right?
I could see not $1,800, but I could see something happening here.
Yeah.
I don't think that they could put a digital. I think I can't welcome digitize on that thing. They could barely get the screen to bend, so I'm quite sure they can't get a welcome digitize on that thing.
It needs hinges.
So, right, that's the thing, Dexter. So if it did, there's another question for you, Dexter. Why would I buy that instead of the Galaxy S, the Galaxy Tab S4? Oh. No, the Galaxy S Tab 4. Because that's a 10-inch tablet that has functionality. So why should I? And then I'm quite sure to get the Tab S4 going into 2019, go see some price drops for mid $400, right?
Sure, I'll get one then.
Right? Mid $400.
I'll buy one. Right? So, tell me that, Samsung. Yeah.
Right. So if it's going to have DeX support, it can't have a welcome digitize on it. I don't think we there yet. So it probably won't have pen support. But it begs the question of the Galaxy S Tab 4. Let's see. I've read that they are coming out with a foldable tablet. Well, this is what it is, right? I mean, this is what the Galaxy. This is what it is right here. We talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it. All right, so here's the thing. First of all, when I saw the phone, I saw the keynote. The phone is thick, very thick, a thick sandwich. So it's gonna be thick. So getting into your pocket or your back pocket, that's going to be a challenge. All right? So we got one problem with this phone. Even if you got it, it's too thick to go in your pocket. All right, that's one problem. The second problem we got is that 4.7-inch phone is too small. Now everybody ain't gonna want to be folding out their phones and all. We got problems with that.
Right.
4.7-inch is too small. 7-inch tablet is too small. So I'm trying to figure out here when you got Huawei just dropped the Pro X device at 7, got Galaxy devices at 6.5 inches. You got phones. Huawei got another phone that's 6.6 inches. You got phones that's over 6.5 inches. So if the foldable tablet expand out into a 7-inch tablet, well, we already got smartphones that's that big. Now I understand it's going to be wide. A lot of people say, well, Eazy, it's going to be wide, and a phone is tall. But we still talking about 7 inches here. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know, man. I've read that. So I bet it'll fit into a fanny pack. Shout out to Tech Loving Mama. A lot of people say, well, Eazy, what, you streaming Tuesday?
Yeah, I saw that too.
I'm doing the promo video and I said, man, I feel like live streaming. And I got into my chat. So I asked a couple of people that it's spare at the moment. So a lot of people, out doing their businesses, whatever.
Right.
Hey, I take you out, guys. Hey, man, I'm all for it, man. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it, definitely that you came aboard. But it just was spare of the moment, folks. I do have my regular stream tomorrow, which is Wine Wednesday, and stuff like that. So sometimes I just like to do this live stuff and have some fun with you guys, man, and that's why I'm doing it. Let's see. Anthony Cooper said everybody coming out with one. On me, Huawei, even Apple. Whoa, Apple ain't coming out with a phone.
No.
Hey, hold on. Anthony, hold on.
Apple.
Anthony.
Right.
Apple,
there you go.
hold on.
Oh.
Anthony, hold on. Come on, man. Come on. I was cool with you back, but when we say Apple, man, no long time out.
Since when?
Apple ain't coming out with no foldable phone, man, until 2022, bro. You know they got to Android got to be the guinea pig first, bro. Yeah. Android got to be the guinea pig first.
Yeah.
Android do it for 3 years, ended it. Y'all know how Apple roll. Y'all know how Apple go come out there and say we invented the foldable display. I'm telling y'all gotta give Apple 3 years, man. Y'all know everything talking about Apple. Man, Apple ain't coming out not with them $1,800 iPads, man. Shoot, not with no, the iPad Pro start on. When you got $1,000 iPad, man, you ain't coming out no phone. Ain't nothing happening, man. You're not alienating no iPad. Bad enough, the iPad is alienating MacBooks.
Hey, Eazy, when you got an iPhone with an 820p resolution for $750. Ooh.
Hey, nah, man.
$750 for 820p. Ooh. The Model E5 is $100 for $720. Boy, Apple, you getting destroyed.
Apple using tampons right now, man.
Can't stop the bleed.
Can't stop the bleed. Can't clog that blood clot, man.
Bubba clot.
Apple got the tampons on people right now, man.
Oh man. God got the tissues in the nose right now.
Hey man, Apple said we're gonna be $1 trillion company, but we're gonna sell y'all some tampons.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness, yeah, man. Hey, listen, man. Yeah, you got to go get you a tampon. Mess around with that Apple, man, because
Hey, you gotta carry a tub full of coins into the Apple store to get an iPhone. Oh,
hey man, look, man. Shout out to the tech couple. Shout out to Corey, and them, man. Boy, they love their iPhone.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Wednesday night crew, man. Look, man. Emily and Ashley, man. They love their iPhones, man. They all in.
I already know, man.
They all in, man. You know what I mean? Hey, it costs $1,000. Hey, it is what it is, man. The Mac.
It's not.
And guess what's gonna happen next year when the Mac 2 come out? That phone will be, oh my God, that phone gonna be so high, man. I'm gonna tell you, that phone gonna be so high, man.
You gonna sell your car? You gonna sell your car for it?
Right. I mean, the Max gonna still be at the $1,000 price point. The Max ain't going no lower than $1,000 because it's $1,100 right now. So the Max gonna come down to about $999, right? Mm. And then the Max 2 will be like $1,200, $1,300. Yeah, that phone will be expensive, man.
Yeah, the base model. That's gonna be the base model.
Yeah, and that's gonna be 64 gigs. You know how Apple rolls. It'll be $1,300, man. The phone gonna be 64 gigs. If you think that Apple gonna come out with a 128 gig iPhone for 13, listen, that the base model gonna be 64 gigs. Apple ain't playing that shit. They're not giving you no 128 gig iPhone. But Apple gonna do it next year.
And they were selling 16 gig iPhones for $800.
yeah. That 16 gig by iPhone. Remember what? iPhone 1, the iPhone 3G. iPhone 3GS, iPhone 4, iPhone 4S, iPhone 5, iPhone 5S, iPhone 6, iPhone 6S was all 16 gigs.
Hey, I got the iPhone 6. I only paid $99. Now, that's how much it should have cost. Oh man. I'm sorry, man. Apple. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, look, man. Apple ain't listen. One thing about it, Apple is not $1 trillion company for nothing.
Exactly.
I mean, it is what it is, man. They're not $1 trillion. Listen, the profit margin on the iPhone is economical. All you got to do is search online and look at Apple's profit off of one iPhone. I mean, is it like 50, 63%? It's high, man. It's way up there, man. Yeah. I mean, but it costs like $400, $300 to make an iPhone, and they charge it for $1,100. Yeah, it's like what? I mean, it's like what, $350, $400 to make an iPhone, and they sell it for $1,100.
Yep.
Hey, right. It's like 50, 60% markup on it, man. Shit, Apple don't play, man.
Nah, they don't. And the market is good. The market is good.
Yeah, man. But you know why? You know why the market is good? Because they got the iPhone XR that look pretty. It looks good, man. It's a good looking fucking phone, man. Colorful, beautiful. Yeah. That baby blue looks good.
Yeah.
The red iPhone looks good. Right. All of it, but it's $750. So you want it? You want this pre-order? You're going to pay $750. You know what Apple did? Apple made it 6.1 inches. That means it's bigger than the iPhone X. Because the iPhone X is 5.8. So they made they made the peasant phone. They made the iPhone XR 6.1. So it looked big. It's close to the iPhone 8. If you got the iPhone 8 or iPhone 8 Plus, it's like in between, but you get all display. But you get IPS versus AMOLED, and you don't get that pretty. Listen, you get pretty colors. It's like people put in the comments. It's a fashion brand. It's fashion.
It is.
You want to rock. You got to rock with Apple. We are the best. You know, if you rocking the iPhone X Max, you did put $1,200 on it.
Right.
So that makes you a baller.
Yeah.
If you want to be a baller, you want to be a boss. You don't mess around with nothing else but an iPhone Max. That's it. That's how they roll, man.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not mad at them because, like I say, if you shining up the new car, you ready to go out.
True.
You take your iPhone Max with you. I ain't mad at that.
Not the Pixel.
You ain't taking no Pixel. Listen, you got a lot of phones you go roll with. If you're going out on a business trip and you G'd up, and you about to get up there and give a good presentation to the board. You about to give a presentation to the board. You pulling out an iPhone Max. You pulling out something nice. Galaxy Note 9.
Yeah.
You pulling out something like that. You're not pulling out no Pixel, man. Come on, man.
That's what I give Apple credit for. That's what you're not pulling out no Pixel. You pulling out the iPhone. That's like it.
Right, man. You pull out the iPhone, man. And look, back in the G, they used to pull out their Blackberries, man. Yep. Blackberry was the business device of choice.
Right.
And they ain't about the BlackBerry, you know. People are they're pulling out iPhones, man. That's what it is, you know. Yep. And look, I'm in the business realm because I'm a business guy. So you know, when I go to my corporate meeting, you know, go to your meetings, you know, you talk to your people. Right. You know, you being professional, you pull out a professional phone. Yeah. And certain phones ain't professional. It don't have that persona. It don't have that. Look, my phone represents me. Look, if I was in a tech review on YouTube, I would have a Max, right? Yeah. I have my Max, or I have my Note, I have a, you know. So I mean, it is what it is. Let's see, John. Look, somebody say Apple is printing money. Apple's printing money.
Yeah, they making it always. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, look, I pulled out my palm tree back in the day. Yeah, man. Let me tell you. Look, back in the day, man. You know, you had Nextel, right? That's what was on the map, right? You had Nextel. You had BlackBerry. That was the boss phone back then. Then you had the Blackjack. You know, try to mimic the BlackBerry. The BlackBerry was ruling back then. Then you had Windows phones. Windows phones was ruling because you had the stylus. Yeah. Right. So you had Windows Phone. That was ruling back then. That was your business devices of choice. And Apple changed the game. Yeah. And Apple changed the game. Right. The first iPhone. Shout out to J.L. Williams in the building. Okay. Apple changed the game. Right, when they came out with the new iPhone. Right. Dexter talk about Sidekick.
Yeah, Sidekick. Yeah, I had one of them too.
Yeah. And so Apple changed the game when it came out the first iPhone. Think about how bad the first iPhone was. It didn't have an app store. It was running on 2G speed. Think about this.
Oh, man.
It didn't have an app store. It was running on 2G speed. It wasn't nothing. Look, iTunes wasn't out, right? iTunes wasn't out. It didn't have an app store. You was running at 2G speeds. I go back and I look at that keynote address. And people got excited because it was something different. And Steve Jobs sold it. Yeah. And the phone cost $600. and Steve Jobs sold that iPhone. When I watched that keynote address, I wanted to go buy iPhone because the way he sold it. He was a salesman. He was a guy that he did it. Listen, you don't want a stylist, right? That's what's the thing. This is your stylist. And when he talked, he was a good guy, man. I was like, wow, man. He both. When I saw the first iPhone keynote address, I was like, whoa. I went out and I bought it, man. Because listen, you couldn't buy it on card. I think you could buy it on card, but you had to come up like $400, $500 up front.
And it was only at AT&T. It was an exclusive phone.
AT&T. Yeah. Yeah, and Ballmer, he laughed at it. He got on the couch. He was like, "Who's gonna buy? Who's gonna spend $150 on this phone?" And look at Ballmer. He ain't got no job.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
down goes Windows Phone. Look at that. Yeah. Wow.
You know what I mean? You know they. Yeah. So you know. You look at Ballmer. I remember that in Dexter. You bring in some good memories because I did watch that when Ballmer was laughing. Nobody ain't gonna buy no $650 phone. And look, and Steve Jobs was running all the way to the bank, man. He was running it, man. He made the phone He made the phone look good, and then when they came out, they came out with the iPhone 3G, right? That made a difference because it was about speed, and the 3GS capitalized off of what the 3G was missing. It did the App Store, right? The App Store came in.
iTunes, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
iTunes and the App Store came in with the 3GS, I believe. I don't think the 3G had the app. Then listen, when Apple dropped the App Store, that right there, that was all she wrote. But people were still complaining because it was mad expensive. I mean, the phone was mad expensive. But even though it was exclusive to AT&T, they started doing contracts and stuff like that. So they went into the era of the contracts and stuff like that. Could Windows Phone make a comeback? No.
Nope.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. Listen, I love Windows Phone, man. I love the OS. Here's the thing: Windows fans is so committed to the Windows platform, but Microsoft is not committed to the Windows platform. See, here's the thing:
I got
you. Is committed to the platform, but Microsoft is not committed to the platform, and that's where the problem come in at. Right. The problem coming at when you walk into a Microsoft store and they're selling Android phones. That's where the problem comes in. When you walk into a Microsoft store and they're selling Samsung Galaxy Notes with pre-installed apps. That's
with Windows launcher.
With Windows, yeah. So I mean,
oh, sorry, man. Man, I remember. I think we brought that up in the Telegram when we was showing off the Note 8 on, like, oh, you got this Microsoft launcher with the Note 8, and you can only get it exclusively at Microsoft, but it's an Android phone, man. That's just too much. That's just too much.
Hey, man, look, here's the thing. Microsoft would have to be committed to the platform. They had to be committed to the developers. They had to be committed to making the platform available for the developers. The biggest problem with developers, that the reason why they backed out, because they felt no support. It was no love. It was nothing. All their users was already gone. Right. So app developers started pulling their apps out of the store. Now I remember when my banking app got pulled out of the Microsoft store. I knew it was the end.
Right.
It was no first party apps. I mean, you couldn't even get YouTube on there. Right. You couldn't even get YouTube on there.
You couldn't even get
You can't get YouTube
or Gmail.
You can't get Hangouts
or Gmail
because Windows and Google had this pissing contest going on that they couldn't get no Google services. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you need to get Google. You need to get Google on board, and they were like, no, I won't Bing. You know that they was, I won't Bing, and they're like, well, I got the Google Play Store that, no, I won't Bing, and they couldn't do it, man, and so they didn't bring. Microsoft didn't bring the briefcase, man. Let's just make sure we got it right. They didn't bring the briefcase. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So if Microsoft would have bought the briefcase, and look, it would have. Google would have been all in. They wanted the briefcase.
They wanted it. That's crazy.
Yeah. And not only that, but when you talk about, I remember paying $750 for a 950 XL Windows phone with no app support. Their phone was mad expensive, man.
And then they had an HTC processor. They had an HTC.
Yeah. You know, well, biggity bing, biggity bing go. I mean, nobody will use Bing. I mean, anybody use Bing as their search engine? I don't know. I don't use Bing, so I don't know. You use Bing?
Rewards.
Oh, let's see. I walked past the Microsoft store and it was sad. Listen, it's so crazy. You will see a Microsoft store, and then you see an Apple store like right across from it in the mall. The Apple store full of people.
Oh yeah.
Microsoft store, the employees in there playing Xbox.
Right.
The employees in there playing Xbox.
Got the VR headsets on and stuff. Oh man.
It's crazy, man.
Poor Microsoft, man. But I used to love Microsoft back in its early days, you know, back with Windows 95 and 98 and stuff like that.
Oh, let's see the time. Jay Wilson time is sad. Let's see. The time I used Bing, I was to win 100 gigs of OneDrive space for a year. That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, I did that too.
Man,
I did that too. They get their ways to get you in there though.
yeah. Windows 10 was great. Yeah, the Windows 10 is good, but the phones, man. Look, I like the Windows operating system, man, with the live tiles and stuff. And that thing was good.
Yeah,
that thing was good. But I mean, Windows Phone, man. And look, here's the thing, and Jay can protest to this. For years, we was hearing that there was going to be a Windows Phone. Oh my God, it was a
Windows Surface
phone.
Yeah.
All right. So for years, the fans of Microsoft was talking about, you wait till the Surface phone come out. It was going to beat the Galaxy Note. It's going to beat Google. It's going to beat everything Samsung come out. And everybody, I mean, all the Windows fans, they was all the Surface. They would tear me up in the comments because I was like, "There's no Surface phone. I promise y'all, no Surface phone is coming. No Surface phone is coming." And the people in the comments was tearing me up for months and months and months, talking about Eazy. You don't know what you're talking about. You ought to quit YouTube. There will be a Surface phone. They even done a petition. They were doing petitions and all kinds of stuff to try to get the. Remember that app that came out? All the users were going crazy. That Microsoft couldn't get it.
I think I know.
That they were trying to find all these people's all in the parks and all that stuff with their phones and all that, doing that. And Microsoft did that. They had a petition. They had a petition to try to force Nightcom or whatever the name of the company was to get that app to the Microsoft store, and it never happened. Oh God! Oh man! It was insane.
It was another one too. Another game, Pokemon Go. I think it was Pokemon Go too.
Pokemon Go, yeah, Pokemon Go. That's the one I'm talking about. People on the Windows platform was going crazy. They did online petitions and everything. They was all over the place. They're begging Microsoft to pay off these people so they can import the app to the Microsoft store, and it never happened. It never happened. So, I mean, man, listen, I still hear people to this day saying that Microsoft will do a Surface phone. Now, we talking years and years and years ago, man. How hard could it be to make a phone with a pen? Throw a welcome digitizer in it, put the latest specs in it, and throw some software in it, and you got a Surface phone. You got a Surface phone.
Surface phone.
Microsoft, look, think about this. It wouldn't even, folks, think about it. It's not even that hard to do a Surface phone. They already got OneNote. OneNote is already pen compatible.
Right.
All you need is a welcome digitizer in a phone, Snapdragon 845, 6 gigs of RAM. You already got the software, and call it a Surface phone with a pen. That's it. It's just as, I call it simple. I know it's harder than I'm saying, but they had years upon years to do this. It's just that simple. 845 processor, 6 gigs of RAM, Windows 10. You got OneNote. That's going to be your pen support. Welcome digitizer. Charge me $800. I'm in. That's crazy. Have you covered the next gen 2019 iPhone yet? It should be built like the 2018 iPad Pro. All right, so we hear rumors that the newer iPhone that's coming out in 2019 will probably almost come close to the iPad Pro, looking like an iPad Pro, or maybe. And look, here's the thing: what Apple need to do here, right? Apple need to. Apple did this with the X when it came out in 2017 with two different software. Apple need to, if you're gonna have a big 6.5-inch iPhone, you have to make some type of way that you could be a lot more productive, maybe with some type of pencil support, a smaller pencil, so we can get some type of support with that. I've been saying this for a long time. A lot of Apple fans don't like it. I think Apple need to have pencil support on the iPhone. The phone is too big. You got all that real estate for nothing. You got all that. You got all the real estate for nothing.
Yep.
I mean, what Apple gonna do with a big phone? I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, you got a big phone. What is Apple gonna do with a big phone? I mean, because if I'm watching YouTube on the iPhone, if I exit out of YouTube, the app closed. If I watch something, swiping up and holding it until I get to my multitasking. That's the only form of multitasking that Apple have. I mean, Apple needs to step up to the plate, and they need to give some type of multi-window. Need to have two apps can run in the background. Something can run that you can have a small windows, multi-window that you can watch a movie and be productive at the same time, or watch a YouTube video, or maybe watch something or do something. And if you're in college and you got your pencil and you jot down notes as you have a second window of with some type of stuff going on, maybe copying and pasting from up to down, something like that. You got a bigger canvas. The pencil need to be a smaller pencil, like the Galaxy Note pencil. Listen, Apple have the means and the ways to compete with the Galaxy Note. I still don't understand why nobody do it. We at the time that everybody want to compete on specs, but why they don't want to go against the Note? Just maybe the Note is a niche product. Maybe the Note doesn't sell like people think, and I would agree with that. Let's see. Yeah, they need to do more. Let's see what happened to the Apple Pencil. Why can't they use it? The real estate and split screen. Come on, Apple. And I agree with you. The iPhone and iPad are much more powerful than nearly over Android. And listen, the specs. Listen, benchmark tests, and all kinds of other tests. The Apple iPhone is blowing Android phones out of the water. They got the power in the phone. They're putting the power. A12 Bionic chip in their phone is the best thing since sliced bread. I mean, for Christ's sakes, we saw it full-fledged Photoshop on this phone, on the iPad. So they have the power. Listen, just be honest with you. Even with the iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and even with the iPhone X, the power is there for Apple. They're just not utilizing the software. They're just not taking the software to the next level. And I think Apple just need to bring this software to the next level. I mean, come on, man, Apple, grow a pair. Do something here, man. That's the problem, right?
Right.
I mean, Apple should be at the point where it's okay. We're a $1 trillion company. We put your child and let them hang. Do us multi-window, split screens. Give us pencil support. Go against the Note. Mop the floor with the Note. Go out there, talk. Get on the stage, Tim Cook, and talk about the Note. Talk about this is your Galaxy Note. Here's my iPhone Note. Which one you go get? You go pay $1,500 for the Note? I got a phone that go cost you $1,600. Come on now. Do it. Come on now. Come on, Tim. Grow a pair. That's what I'm saying. Don't come up there and say we've been working on this project for years. You don't hear this, And don't get me wrong, they dog Android out every keynote address. They talk about iOS users have the latest and greatest iOS, and Android only 1% of Android users is on the latest operating system. I hear that every year.
Right.
We hear this every year.
Yep.
Okay, so if you're gonna talk about Android, if you're gonna be the boss, you're gonna talk like the boss, slam every Android phone out there. If you want to take over the whole industry, slam the Galaxy Note, slam Android Pixels, slam all the phones, come out with 2-3 versions of iPhone Max with a pen support, have good software, and do what you got to do. Listen, Apple already gonna sell it for $1,500 anyway. So you might as well do it. They ain't gonna give you no dongles. It ain't gonna have no headphone jack. You're not gonna get no charger. Look, Apple ain't even gonna put a charger in a box. You think listen, dongle went away. Apple not even gonna give you a charger in a box. That's how it's gonna roll, man.
And they gonna sell it with a 950p pixel resolution. This phone comes with a 950p display resolution. It's revolutionary. It's not even 1080.
I will hand it to Apple that their displays are beautiful. Now I do got
they
are. And I would say, listen, I do understand the resolution thing.
Right.
Apple due diligence. Now, listen, Apple's in the spotlight right now. They got touch issues on the X and stuff like that. They say they got problems. So, they got problems. They talk about you can get a free screen upgrade and all that stuff like that. So we had some problems.
I think there's an iCloud bug too.
Oh, yeah, and I did. All right, so somebody just made a good comment. It said, "Be nice to Apple." It's sad that they went down by 5% of the Wall Street. Well, it was the same day as the news came out about the touch display issues in their phones, and also Apple is not disclosing product that they're selling. So Apple got some issues going on that they don't want to disclose how many iPhones they're selling, and they don't want to. They had issues with their touch screens. All this happened around at the same time. Well, we knew about that. They don't want to disclose how many iPhones they're selling. That kind of got people a little, weary. Also, when the news came out about touchscreen issues, their stock just went down a little bit because listen, I'm gonna tell you something, man. When you're $1 trillion company, you still got money. You still got money to burn. So I don't think Apple. I know they were concerned about, their stock dropping, but only thing Apple's gonna do is he gonna come out with a new color iPhone and everything gonna be good. Got the red phone coming, the red iPhone Max coming. So I don't know. But yeah, man. I mean, let's see. iPhone users hate functionality, but here's the thing. So that may be the case. Maybe they polling iPhone users. Maybe they asking iPhone users, do you want to welcome digitizing the pin on your phone? And iPhone people probably tell them no. Keep it the way it is. And it may be the case. Listen, the only reason why people asking for pin support on the iPhone is because we coming from Android. Us Android users trying to find an exit door to get out of Android to go to iOS, but iOS don't have nothing to offer us Android users to switch. So that's why Android users asking for widgets. Android users asking for pin support. Android users asking Apple to put multitasking on their phone because we all looking for an exit. We know how, that's why a lot of Android users looking for an exit to get out. To get out of the Android ecosystem to go to the Apple ecosystem. But people that's on the Android ecosystem, they love their customization. They love split screens. They love that they got choices. They love that cameras vary from here and there. So it's very difficult for an Android user to go into the Apple ecosystem when it's locked down. You can't do no multitasking. You don't have a headphone jack. Yeah, the cameras are good. You're going to get updates, but you know what? Hey, I mean, it is what it is, right? So I think that's what Android users keep on begging Apple to do.
SD card slide.
And we will come. That'll never happen.
Yeah, no, call it the iCard slide.
Yeah, no, I ain't
iCard slide, air cord or whatever.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the biggest problem with SD cards, right? SD card support. One of the reasons why they stopped making phones that give you that adaptable storage.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why they stopped making phones with adaptable storage is because people was getting cheap, slow SD cards and was making it adaptable storage that was slowing the phones down. That was one issue. The second issue that people was having, if you made the phone with adaptable storage and then you take the SD card out, now all your apps ain't working.
Ah, got you too. Yeah.
So now you got problems there too. So you have multiple problems with adaptable storage that was probably making people return their phones, or people was criticizing the company for having a slow phone because people were cheap buying slow SD cards and making them adaptable storage, and it was slowing their phones down. Or when they take the SD card out the phone, the apps wouldn't work no more.
Right.
So he had problems. So that's why they don't have adaptable storage anymore. But another problem you got with SD cards is, again, people buy cheap ones and then they try to transfer app data. Some app data doesn't go to SD card. Your movies and music can go to SD card, but sometimes to get to the movies and get to the music sometimes takes a little while because based off of the class of SD card, it was too slow.
Right.
So you got those type of problems in the Android ecosystem because people buy cheap. And just because you buy, people say, well, I got a 256 gig SD card for $2, and they think it's going to work. That's the whole thing. People say, well, I wouldn't pay no $200 for no 256 gig SD card when I got right there at the Dollar General store. They got one for $5. That's the thing.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Let's see. Apple needs to take that gold stainless steel frame and add to the product grade. Yeah, woo! It need to be an Iron Man phone. Woo! That'd be nice. All right, man. So we right at the top of the hour, man. I know we've been on here for a long time, talking a lot of crap, man, having some fun, man. And man, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I've been having fun, man. I like doing these live streams. We got to do it again, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
Again, all right, so before we close out, I'm gonna let you go and give your closing spiel so everybody know how to find you.
All right, once again, guys, if you just now tuning in, it's your boy Two Phones, aka ITechUOutGuy, here again with another informative live stream with my man Eazy Computer Solutions. My channel is about the for free. Shout out to Kevin, man. He got me on that one. But you come to my channel. I do app reviews. I talk about smartphone phone plans, mainly stuff that can help you keep you on a budget, save you some money. I talk about movie apps, calling apps. So come to my channel for all that. Yeah.
Man, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I really do appreciate it. It was a spare of moment. Listen, guys, this is a spare of moment stream. I didn't even know I was streaming. Look, I'm doing a promo. I was doing promo videos, and I decided to do a stream because I don't know, this having some fun, man. YouTube is all about having fun, man. Sometimes you just pop a stream and have fun, right. So I didn't anticipate on a good turnout, but we had a good turnout, so that's good.
Okay, so.
But we gonna get on out of here, man, and listen, man, I really do appreciate you coming aboard. And I really do appreciate everybody that coming to the stream.
All right.
This is Eric from Eazy Computer Solutions. This is how we roll right here on this channel. Go check out my man, ITechUOutGuy. Go and subscribe to his channel. Check out all the free stuff that he be talking about on this channel. See y'all guys tomorrow. Wine Wednesday tomorrow. So get ready. We're going to have some fun. Peace.